wall outlet from plugging in your PS5. Now, as a bonus, you can also look into getting a UPS battery backup, which in many instances can help with things like power surges or inconsistent power delivery to the console itself. But now you know exactly what to do if you experience issues with your PS5 randomly shutting down or turning itself off while playing PS5 games. Make sure to leave a like rating if you enjoyed, subscribe, and ring the bell for post notifications. Let's get through a if you haven't done so already. Now, there is actually one very specific spot I recommend you check when cleaning your PS5, and that is the power supply. You can do this by using your phone with the flash enabled, and looking down into the system, you should see a small vent which helps supply airflow to the power supply for your console. Now, if these holes are covered with dust, it could be that your power supply is overheating, causing the system to shut down. Now, the only way to fix this would be to take the system completely apart and clean it, or send it to Sony for repairs. But the next thing I recommend is to try placing your PS5 horizontally instead of vertically. Now, for many users that experience their PS5 turning off randomly, simply changing the way the PS5 is positioned has been known to help in some instances. For settings, I also recommend disabling HDMI device link as well as rest mode if you're someone who's constantly dealing with your PS5 randomly shutting down. The last thing is to try inspecting your PS5's power cable for damage, and even try using a different wall outlet for plugging in your PS5. Now, as a bonus, you can also look into getting a UPS battery backup, which in many instances can help with things like power surges or inconsistent power delivery to the console itself. But now you know exactly what to do if you experience issues with your PS5 randomly shutting down or turning itself off while playing PS5 games. Make sure to leave a like rating if you enjoyed, subscribe, and ring the bell for post notifications. Let's get through it.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Today, it all starts the first of 6 on this Super Wild Card weekend, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the New York Jets. It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wild Card weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. First play and a first throw for Rodgers. Connection made to Ruckert. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Rodgers now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On second down, a run with Hall. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flipped it over and watched and said, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. They'll give to Hall. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And this will be play number 10 on this pretty long opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. Flushed out. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Rodgers, a 5-yard touchdown run. Jets will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Point after, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jordan Love ready on first down here. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. Short throw hauled in by Kelce. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Love now on 2nd down. And this is caught. It's Brown. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets 16. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Kansas City. Let's go now.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Field flat. Green jack.
Love now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Pacheco. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Once more, it's Pacheco. And another negative play there as they stop him again. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Love, this is 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Kadarius Toney, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Hey, 626.
Rodgers to throw on second down. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first.
That's good for a Jets.
On first down, Rodgers. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Down the right sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On third down, here's Hall. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Rodgers going to throw. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Blue striker. Fury. Yellow. Hut, hut.
They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. That's complete to Tony.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Flush to his right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go. Slide through. Ready.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco. As the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime. Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Next the score, Chiefs 21, Jets 7. Harrison Butker and a kickoff for Kansas City.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. An opening there on that first down run as he gets us forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. A final shot before half for Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Smith, ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
On the double.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 8. Love looking to throw it. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Here we go.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Ready?
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know, all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
2nd down, Love. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. A handoff now for Pacheco. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At the Jets' 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Rail. Black shot.
Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Seal, black. Green jack. Blaster, stick. Drill, green. Set.
Now Love. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Come on, set. Hut, hut.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Ready. Shot, 17. Ready, ready.
Here's Pacheco. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Drill, 52. Smash, red. Ready.
They'll try and run with Pacheco. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This to make it a 3-score game late. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Rodgers. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 23 yards, the final tally. Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and then...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Set.
Here's Pacheco. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
Red, cycle. Set.
To throw now. Here's Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
Well, he and his offense was staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Fight 60. Blue striker.
Love now to pass on first down. That's complete right around the 8. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Check pitch. Ready.
This is Pacheco. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Yellow. Claws red.
Love. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Quentin Williams coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
The downside for the defense is that they're dealing with a team that's in their red zone, but the upside, not much room to work with for the offense. Fewer windows in the zone for them to throw into. Tough for a quarterback to get a throw off before the pressure ends up getting to him.
31-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And check down, complete to Hall. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 3rd and 4. Throwing is Rodgers. Into space at the 45. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Open man completes it to Claypool. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Inside. Check 30.
Rodgers now on first down. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Chiefs are going to get the football back at their own 17. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over here up near the 40.
Intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing now is Rodgers. He finds Wilson. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 1st down, Rodgers. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
That is caught at the 7. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Goal at the 5-yard line.
Rodgers now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And it's good, but it's also of little consequences. This game is over. The Chiefs going to play on another week as we say so long, everybody.